Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to MotorMouth Broadcasting. Welcome in to the High Point Racing IMSA Championship as the home of the Petit Le Mans. Road Atlanta welcomes us into Michelin Raceway for the final round of the season. Championships, technically speaking, have already been decided. It is now the provisional allocation.
Bless
Worst
you.
time to have a sneeze. Worst time to have a sneeze. Bless me, but bless these drivers for driving so well this season, Jim. It is the crowning. It's the crown jewel event. Tonight we crown our champions of Tim Keen, Daniel Pino, and Dylan Ackley for the three respective classes, and it's going to be a showcase tonight. The pressure is off of those drivers. You know, they really only need to score points, and they've won their championships. Everyone else, well, it's just a battle for ego, battle for glory, and a battle for pride. Bragging rights on the line tonight, Jim, at Road Atlanta, and it's going to be a good night of racing for these drivers to attempt to survive Road Atlanta, which, multi-class racing Road Atlanta, I mean, we do it in real life, we do it in iRacing as well with the actual Petit Le Mans event at the end of the year as well. So some of these drivers should have experience around here dealing with the multi-class and dealing with having to get past the slower traffic and have the fast traffic come past them as well. The controversies we saw here, though, the last time we were here in the High Point Racing GT Challenge, gives me worries, Jim, that we may have some more controversies on our way tonight with two much faster cars compared to our GT3s, which were only minorly faster than the GT4s. It's going to be an interesting night, but hopefully they're ready to stick their forks and their spoons and some gumbo and to chow down right now, Jim, on some great racing action here at Road Atlanta.
Yeah, really. Some gumbo. Yeah, they have decent
Yeah.
gumbo. They have decent gumbo in Atlanta, actually. It's south enough that it's moved up there. Yeah, no, I mean, I think that the issue that happened in that in the GT Challenge race is probably not going to be an issue here. For the reason that you talked about, essentially the opposite of that. The GT4s and GT3s are separated by so little in the realm of pace that it's hard to pass. These cars tonight are capable of passing each other. This is the standard multi-class lineup that we see worldwide, and I think we should be okay. Plus, next to Sebring, there's probably not next to Daytona and Sebring. This is the most used track in the United States when it comes to multi-class racing. So we'll see. I see qualifying has just come to an end, so it won't be long here, and we'll have our grid going up. Hopefully.
Well, yeah,
So,
we hope. We hope
yeah.
we hope the grid will show. The inside baseball as to why will be revealed later. It'll be revealed whether it works or not, I think, Jim.
Yeah, probably,
That
yes.
will reveal the inside baseball for us of if it may work or not.
That's right.
Leave the chat guessing. In fact, we've already got What's Up, It's Nick in the chat with us, giving love to team Aaron Lewis tonight. Hopefully we get more of you in the chat as well. So if you are out there watching along, you want to let us know anyone you want us to keep an eye on throughout the show, get into the chat, mention their name. We'll try and show them off as best we can. As well. And if you're just joining us for the first time, or you've been here for a little while and you haven't done so already, and you want to help support our channel, but also support the series that we broadcast as well, hit that subscribe button, the like, and the bell icon as well, so you're notified whenever we go racing here on the channel. Coming up later this weekend, Saturday night, I2I Xfinity Championship returns once again as we head out to Echo Park in Atlanta.
Right here.
I cannot recall
staying in the state
staying
of Georgia.
in Atlanta.
That's
yeah,
right.
we don't have to go very far, Jim. Just to the other famous track in Atlanta.
Get a hotel room and hang out for a couple days.
Yeah, have a good time.
Yeah, go to the Cheetah Club.
I was going to ask how many laps we're doing on Saturday because I was going to echo the amount of laps.
I want to say it's 120 or 125.
Okay, so 120 laps of Echo Park in Atlanta.
Oh my God. Is that where we're going tonight, right there?
What, for poor jokes?
Yes, that was a rough one.
Okay. Every time, Jim. What do you mean? It's not just tonight, it's every single time.
It is. Okay, so let me get the regular grid up here. So We did not get an appearance by our special friend tonight. Yeah, well, we'll work on it.
Fine. Our starting grid for tonight's race so will be as follows. Navy Thompson will start pole position ahead of Tim Keane on the front row of the grid. Carlos Ruiz, Aaron Lewis will start ahead of Wig Santiago, Kenneth Clodden, David DeMott and Braden Carlson for our GTPs. For the LMP2s, Dylan Ackley will start pole position alongside Daniel Nance with John Espada and Greg Stuhl in behind them. Then we get to our GTD cars with Christian Ruiz, on pole position ahead of Avery Hart, Alex Velasco and Jared McKee for the top four. Patrick Rich to Sean Green. Bootsy's back once again, and he'll be scooting, booting his way forward here tonight at a P6. Christopher Coy, Mike Nitty will start in behind with Donald Powell and John Swan, making up an all-Corvette fifth row of the grid for the GTD cars. Chase Eisenberg, Trevor Thomas will start ahead of Edward Delano, Jacob Gruber and Jason Lepan. No Daniel Pino on the road tonight, but he has already won the championship, so he doesn't need to race to win the title. He can have the night off. He can sink into some chicharrones. I don't know, something else Chilean, Jim. have a Madeo, which is Mexican, but still have a Madeo.
Oh yes, he's probably doing that. Actually, knowing him, he probably.
Well, one thing that I was shown, Jim, that was slightly life changing was Madeo with a shot of tequila in it, and it's dangerous.
Yes,
it's very dangerous. So, full warm-up lap of Road Atlanta. So, it appears that we have learned from last time we were here when we only had the half lap.
Apparently, Neve hasn't learned yet to stay off of the pace car, but that's another
Just
story.
really crowding that pace car is Neve Thompson. So, race will get underway. Of course, it'll be an hour that we'll be here tonight in Atlanta. It's all for the final race of the season to solidify points, to put drivers into their final standings. Of course, Tim Keane, who we see there starting at a P2 tonight, he just needs points, and he is the champion. I believe so. I believe he only needs points. Might not even be that. He might be able to have the night off as well, Jim, because I believe he was a win ahead of the rest of the field at one point this season.
We can go through that real quick if you want while we're on the pace lap here.
Let's have a quick look here as we enter up towards turn 7, just to make sure how many points ahead he actually is of his closest competitor this season, which I believe may be Carlos Ruiz. It might not show us now because the race has started. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's already won.
Yes, so he's good.
Yeah, no.
And then LMP2,
he's out there. He's out there for love and effect. LMP2's already decided as well. I knew I was right. So yeah, that's fine. So Dylan Ackley and Tim Keane. Yeah, we know Pino already won by over 1,000 points. If he were to lose tonight, that would be ludicrous. Maybe too fast, too furious. Maybe not.
Oh. Ludacris is not from Atlanta, though.
I'm aware.
He's from New Orleans.
No, Jim, he's from Miami. What do you mean? He was in Too Fast, Too Furious. He's obviously from Miami.
Clearly, yes.
Clearly.
Why don't we go racing?
GTPs. Let's go racing at Road Atlanta. We've gone off the rails now that we know the championship's decided. Lights are up, though, and we are underway for Road Atlanta as the GTPs get going for us. LMP2s have gotten underway as well further back. So they've already caught the green flag, so they'll just run on by at full pace now up towards the start-finish line. Side-by-side action already between Thompson and between Lewis, getting door-to-door up towards 2 and 3. Lewis gets the position through. There's been contact further back, though, with the GTDs for their race start prior to the start line. Avery Hart has gone off the road and is all the way at the back of the field, including Christopher Coy and Jared McKee as well. Cars are off, Jim, down at turn 12. Multiple cars involved in it. They've ended up in the old pit lane.
How do you even get up there?
I don't know, but I'm about to find out, Jim. If I'm honest, I'll get some images for us now to see how this has all occurred, because this is a wild and wacky start to this race, specifically for these GTD drivers. Remembering that these guys are not, they've become accustomed to some interesting starts under the rolling start procedure. Of course, back at Sebring at the start of the season, they were involved in an early incident. Oh, contact with Lewis and Thompson.
Yep.
That's not going to look good. That might not look good on the post-race investigations. So just watching here the green flag start for some of these drivers.
Why is Tim Keane in pit road?
I'm not sure. Maybe a jump start. So that was the incident there with Hart. That's how he ended up off the road. And then look at this. McKee and Coy. Oh, McKee got it real loose. Real loose. And both of them off the road and into the old pit lane.
Wow. All right. Well, there you go. Yeah, I'm not sure what he's doing. That's interesting. So now let's go see what happened with... Why is it not showing an incident for them?
I can show you the Aaron Lewis one. I can show you that right now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Here we go. So down at turn 10A and 10B, side by side into the braking zone. And then as they come through, they remain side by side. And then he actually kind of turned across the nose there at Thompson. But Thompson was not far enough up, I don't think. He was at the rear wheel, so you can maybe make the argument that he was, but a wild start to this race.
You certainly can make the argument that you got to leave the guy racing space, because
That's true.
He was certainly far enough up there to deserve racing space. So, all right, that's
lap 3, and we've had probably a good race worth of incidents in the first lap.
Wow.
As it currently stands, Navy Thompson leads the way for the GTPs ahead of Carlos Ruiz and Kenneth Culloden. Luke Santiago, David Dumont, Aaron Lewis in behind. Tim Keane is at the back of the field, so maybe he's just trying to make his night harder for himself since he knows that he's won the championship. For our LMP2 cars, the 4 of them, it's still Ackley to Nance to Esparta to Stuhl. In that order, they've not changed. Alex Velasco leads the way. He's on screen at the moment for the GTD cars ahead of Christian Ruiz and Patrick Rich. So both the Ruizes are on the podium at this stage. Could be a first time ever scenario tonight that they finish in the same position, but in separate classes across the road. Rich in P3, Nitty and Green inside of the top 5. Eisenberg, Gruber, Thomas Hart, Lepan, Swan, Delano, Powell, Keane, McKee, Coy makes up our field. Coy, though, a couple laps down at this stage after that early incident. And then McKee and Keane licking their wounds for whatever reason, whether it was self-inflicted wounds or whether it was wounds from somebody else. So they're just getting themselves resituated and restarted for the rest of this race. But there's still 56 minutes to go.
Yeah. And we just got started and we've had all this action. So
look at that. Carlos figured out his camera in the end.
He did, yes. He's the
FIA, the Michael Massey of this series.
Yeah. He's the only one running a camera tonight, so I figured we'd give him a little love here early. Second place in the points. Probably will end up finishing second place in the points for the season.
Well, at this stage, he would be, yeah. I mean, he wouldn't be losing position. And if you see there, Thompson has come out right in behind Tim Keane there, Jim. So Keane, who is at risk of going a lap down, has already pitted in this race. Has got Navy Thompson hot at his heels, but that battle will not be for position. Instead, Carlos Ruiz is the real battle for position for Thompson.
Yes.
He'll be trying to run away from him, but I don't know, maybe Keane will be out there for a little bit of, hey, you want to knock my team out off the road? Let's get in front of you and let's hold you up to let Ruiz have a go at you for the win.
Maybe, I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, he's got his championship, Jim. He can decide
He can do whatever he wants.
Oh, Kenneth Culloden. Just in the background there, Jim, with Wig Santiago as well. 2 GTP cars, big damage.
Goodness.
Up at turn 3, 4.
Yeah, let's see here.
Early incidents that have been called and have been caused. And 2 cars with massive damage on board as they ran up. Well, this would have been earlier on, Jim. This was earlier in the lap, so that was a different off-track there for Culloden.
Oh.
It'd be lap 5, Jim. 9:43.75 is the time stamp.
You got it down to...
So they were running together pretty close already, the lap prior.
Yep, here it is.
And then as they run up towards turn 2, 3, so they come through 1. And then I think Clodden got a little bit loose up here at 2. And unfortunately for Santiago, he had nowhere to go. Felt like a hairball. Actually, yeah, that's kind of going to Kenneth there. That's got to be Kenneth because he didn't hold his brakes.
Yeah, that's all, Kenneth. Even if you hold his brake there, I don't think you're getting that car stopped that fast there.
No, that's unfortunate there for Wig. He should have taken the Joker lap, Jim. Or just gone straight ahead.
Indeed, and that's a good-looking car Wig had tonight too. That's a nice sharp move.
Ostracized actual Cadillac livery. Bit of a difference on it though, but it looks the good. So unfortunately, it doesn't look so good in pit lane at the moment with a meatball flag next to his name. Culloden as well with that meatball. He would have just gotten that fixed up with a fast repair. GTPs are now starting to come past the GTD field as Thompson leads the way to Carlos Ruiz by about 9.4 seconds, Jim, is the gap. At this stage of the race, he's done a 1:11.37, the fastest lap of the race. Will he go any better this time by with the traffic involved? He cuts the line. Well, he's only 2 tenths slower, not so bad. Ruiz, though, is really struggling for pace. 1:15.7 was his last lap time, 4 seconds slower than what Thompson was. So he's given up time in big chunks as Alex Velasco is under pressure here from Patrick Rich in their battle for the race lead of the GTD class. P2, because Velasco's already lost out to Ruiz. He's lost out to Rich, and he's about to lose out to Tim Keane and Mike Nitty as well.
Tim
separates
Keane.
the gap.
That's definitely a guy who's not worried about a championship.
He's got no worries in the world, Jim.
Send it right up the middle there, man. That was awesome.
Call him Moses Keane. He just separated the seas.
He did part. In this case, he parted. It was the D's. The GTDs.
Well, he parted the pork. He parted some pigs in a pen. All German engineering, by the way, in this battle. Porsche, Merc, and Audi battling away. And then there is a German-owned Italian car of the Lamborghini of Christian Ruiz. So we could argue right now the top 5 of GTD class are all German manufactured cars, because that Lambo that leads is the exact same as that car in P4 of Deshaun Green, the Audi. They are literally the exact same car, just a different body shape on the outside.
In real life? Not in real life, though.
Yeah.
Really?
They're basically the same car. They just have a different engine. That in real life, they are the only differences.
Oh, interesting.
They are basically the same car.
Yes, but that engine is Italian.
That's true, which means it has very poor electrics on board it, Jim. I'd much rather have the German engineered engine than the Italian engineered engine, if I'm honest with you.
Well, in the overall racing world, I'm pretty sure Ferrari still has more wins than anybody else.
They would, yeah. They would. In the current climate of things, though, you'd much rather be a WEC driver for Ferrari than you would Formula One.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that they're horribly off in Formula One. I think, they're a little amiss. I think they made a mistake signing Lewis, but that's another issue entirely.
I argue they should have signed a young driver like Arthur Leclerc or something, but
I mean, I don't having both Leclerc brothers there. That would have been kind of strange.
Well, they'll become a chair salesman company, Jim.
Oh God!
Selling chair and chair accessories.
You're right. No.
Yeah, well, a chair.
I know. I get it. You didn't even have to explain it. That's how bad it was.
It was a good joke. It was horribly brilliant. Navy Thompson, though, dominating position at this stage, leads the way. Carlos Ruiz in P2 has just caught up to Alex Velasco in P3 of the GTD field. And he's just traversing past the race leaders now of this field here. Aaron Lewis not too far behind him, trying to chase down the man that spun him round early on in this race at 10A, 10B. And then
you're having a bad night, aren't you?
I am, apparently. Apparently the lungs just aren't woken up enough, Jim, at this stage.
I have to say I like this Aaron Lewis livery too.
It's a good looking machine.
Yeah, just I don't know. It's just kind of vintage looking. I like it.
Sometimes simple is best.
Oh no, absolutely. Yeah, there's plenty of times that's the case.
Simplicity is a benefit at times. Liam out there giving love to, I would assume, Chase Eisenberg, who is racing around at the moment in behind Avery Hart. He's, of course, got the Sun Energy livery on that car, famously used by Kenny Habbull when he won Bathurst 2 times.
So what do you think? Somebody wants to watch us in chat.
Yeah, Rhiannon wants to watch us both on camera.
Yes.
Jim,
well,
so.
We know that.
Yeah, maybe we sit here and it just like cuts live to the booth and it's just me and Jim.
Right. We could do like a green screen thing where we're sitting next to each other.
We could, I suppose.
Yeah, well, that technology is easy nowadays. You don't even have to have green screen anymore. The software.
No, you just turn on green screen software and you're good to go.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
So good racing at the moment. Cheyenne Lewis in the chat with us as well, giving love to Aaron. Unfortunately for Aaron, he was hit off the circuit early on and is now on the comeback train for this race. Got to try and chase down both Carlos Ruiz and Navy Thompson at the front of the GTP field. We're looking off the back of Alex Velasco too as he battles away with Tashawn Green here amongst this GTD field at the moment. There's also a close battle not too far behind with Mike Nitty and Jakob Gruber as well for P16 overall, for P5 or P15 overall I should say, P5 in class. There's Carlos, he's doing quite well for himself, just chilling about, day glow gloves on and everything.
Oh yeah.
You'd be able to find them in the dark, I'm sure, Jim. They would glow.
Right, he needs Jed's lighting.
He does. He does. He needs Jed's mood lighting.
He does. Jed with his bright, dark ambiance room mood lighting. Oh, who's going to Bathurst this year?
Liam Hubble.
Yeah.
Oh, and is that the 1,000, Liam, or are you going to the 12-hour in February?
Well, that would be next year, technically.
Yeah, it would, technically. Because the 1,000 is in 2 months. About a month. It's in October. First, though, we have the Bend coming up for the Endurance Championship portion of the Supercars season. They implemented this year, Jim, the playoffs feature.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So the Sprint Cup finished last time out. Brock Feeney won that, so he now has a golden ticket to the Final Four. Well, to the final at Adelaide. And the next series is the Endurance Cup across 2 races, and then the winner of that will get a golden ticket as well. And then it's the top 10 who'll battle it out in the final round. 12-hour. He's going to the 12-hour in February. He's Mr. Hubble. So Alex Velasco at the moment continues to battle away here with Patrick Rich to Sean Green. Good to see Bootsy back in the field. They're having to deal here with some of this traffic of David Dumont, who's been very patient, to be fair, to get past them. But yeah, good to see Tashawn back in the field in that, can only be described as Mobile One celebrating July 4th livery, Jim.
Well, we got Labor Day weekend, I believe is this weekend. Whoa, that was interesting.
Well, we better not see any white cars on track then after this weekend, Jim. You're not supposed to wear white after Labor Day.
That's right. It'd be the driver's suits that would be the real problem.
Oh, I think both. You're dressing your car and yourself to match, so maybe some black liveries on offer for us after Labor Day.
Yes. Fall colors, brown and orange.
Yeah. What's the limitation, though? Like, how far do you have to go away from Labor Day before the turnover changes? You can then wear white again, because technically the whole year is after Labor Day.
Yes.
Like, when is the period begin of before Labor Day?
Well, I mean, technically, actually, the year ends on December the 31st. So
this is true. It does, but for the year round of Labor Day to Labor Day, when does it switch over to before Labor Day? I would say January 1st because it's a new year.
Well, and that would certainly be the case there, considering it's 100 degrees. Oh, there's somebody off the track there. That's an LMP2 car.
That was Daniel Nans in the CrowdStrike entry. Just trying to get past this GTD traffic. He wants to stay in touch with Dylan Ackley, but that has really cost him some important time in trying to chase down the prospective champion.
And this is certainly a tough place to pass traffic through here.
It is indeed.
He got by, but then he had to brake so hard that the GTD almost caught back up to him.
This is true. Edward Delano, last night's winner of the GT4 rookie class.
Was. Indeed he was.
Running out there as well in the Ford Mustang here this evening.
So
next season, Jim, he'll be able to double up on Mustangs if he runs GT4 again.
Yeah.
He'll be able to run the Ford Mustang in the GT3 class and the GT4.
I'm kind of excited about that. I have to say, just it's going to be cool to see the Mustangs down in GT4. That's going to be nice.
I think it'd be cool to get the Dark Horse Challenge Series in the officials, Jim.
Yeah, is that have they said that's going to happen?
Yeah, it is. It is. They're going to run that car until the Dark Horse Challenge car releases.
So, since we have Liam in the chat tonight, should I give him a hard time about that performance last week in the GTP
100%, Jim. 100%. I'm going to let you put your head on that sword.
I mean, it's it was.
We call it as we see it. We call it how it is.
No, I did.
Unfortunately, last week Liam probably did race out of his element in that GTP car.
He
but
was
I would
definitely
say if what I would preface that with is if Liam does want to get to the ability to be able to drive the GTP car confidently, run through the roadmap. Get good in the LMP3 car, get good in the LMP2 car, and then move on to the GTP. That's what I would say. Is the best way to learn is taking the time and running through the prototype roadmap.
Yeah,
the best way you can learn. Yeah. Yeah, because you will learn things along the way. Plus, you'll have fun in the LMP3 car. It's the best car in iRacing, in my opinion. It's so fun.
Yeah, if I was going to pick one of those, I would pick the LMP2 over the LMP3 myself. But
I love, like, obviously the P3 is as fast as a GT3 car on a lap. It's faster in it's faster in the corners, but it's not as fast in the straight line, but it has better acceleration. It's just such a fun car. You can just send it around anywhere and have a good time. Maybe not fastest, but
the LMP3 to me always seemed a little tail happy when I drove it. Rube is giving to Sean Green all the action he wants right here.
Oh, he's giving him all the action indeed. Also, just keeping an eye on the traffic management skills of some drivers as well. David Dumont doing well here. He just got past Dylan Ackley and I believe that might have been, I'm trying to figure out who that was in that Merc. It might have been Jared McKee, it was in the Lego entry. Unfortunately, Jim, he wanted to make the building block. What is that from Mitch? Why are you diving a GTP car, Mitch?
Wow.
Oh, sorry, Jacob. Jacob, why? Actually, it was an LMP2. Why have you just dived an LMP2? Oh, these guys are getting feisty. These guys are getting feisty, Jim.
So, yeah.
Jakob is getting... I think the only way we can really describe it as he is getting frustrated behind to Sean Green.
I mean, they're in the same class. Pass him.
Yeah, race him.
I mean, Bootsy ain't exactly easy to get around.
No, he's beaten Daniel Pino.
Oh, yeah.
So, arguably, he is on the same level as Nathan Biggett by proxy.
I would say they're all up there. I mean, Sean's right there for sure. No doubt. I don't think Deshaun has as much time anymore as he used to, maybe, to put in.
Oh, watch out for Kenneth Glodden. He's trying to come past as well.
Yeah, poor Kenneth got taken out through no fault of his own last night.
Tonight he took himself out for a fault of his own.
He did indeed.
Oh, Sean's opening up that inside line. Will the McLaren take it? Watch out for Santiago. Flows the hair past, gets the job done nice and easily. Donald Powell's had an incident further back of the field. We'll show that off in a minute. As through comes Jakob Gruber, gets the position to Sean Green. Donald Powell is still off the road.
Nope.
Oh, it's a turn 5 incident, Jim. He's definitely caught that curb. He is definitely... Oh, no, he didn't. He just lost it beforehand.
He was just cooking through there.
Yeah, a bit too much pace on the mid to rear engine Corvette as he gets going once again. We may actually meet that 250x limit to get a safety car, Jim, if I'm honest. We might actually get there at this stage. I mean...
Let's hope not.
I hope not.
Yeah,
I really do hope not.
We don't need that tonight. We're good.
Good to see the Ford out there of Jason Lepan as well, battling away with Chase. Not even with Chase Eisenberg, actually. It's a lap car.
That GT3 car right there looks very similar to the one that I got to see here in Houston when they came through. It was a Red Bull GT3, man, and I tell you what.
I was about to say, it is Chase Eisenberg. You haven't updated his livery, or has he got a custom number?
Oh, what?
Yeah. He's got a different livery on your screen as to mine.
Really?
Yep.
That's interesting. Well, let me go refresh. Let's see what happens. So
we'll see if it fixes it.
Here, now I'll just do this.
Mine might need one. I'll open up my trading paints as well, just to double
if
check.
yours isn't open, then that's probably the problem. Mine is open and running, so.
Okay. LMP2s are in pit lane, though. First stop of the night for them.
All of them together? No. Daniel Nance stayed out.
Nance has not come in. So Ackley will now leave pit lane once again. There is Daniel Nance in the CrowdStrike entry. So we expect him in fairly soon. Tim Keane has made his way back up to the top 4 of the field. Remembering that he took an early stop, but I feel that it may have been I would say it was a stop and hold, but he went up on the jacks.
No, he went on jacks,
to me that he actually took a stop.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on there. I don't know. And you would say, oh, maybe he accidentally flat spotted his tires or something, and he's just like, well, let me get rid of those. But iRacing doesn't really translate a flat spotted tire. Oh, he was off the track right there. Thought he was going to lose it. I will say, Grube is on the move. He's already put almost a second and a half between him and Deshaun Green.
Oh, there's been an off-track further back. Greg Stuhl has ended up off the road. Where has he ended up off the road? So, running through turn 7. Oh, he's running it way wide.
Way wide.
So Keane on the comeback train here tonight. He's fought his way back up to P4 on the road. Dylan Ackley and Daniel Nanter make contact through turn 4. Nanter's off the road.
Oh my
and
goodness.
That there. Well, how in the hell has that happened? So Nanter's going slow. He must have just come out of pit lane. Ackley was catching him as they then run down the hill. Oh, Nans got loose. Ackley somehow split the gap.
That was
and came
sweet.
past him. Went the wrong way. Jim, it must be said, physics would tell you as he's gone round, you should have gone to the left-hand side of the car, not the right. But still, he somehow split that gap
Wow.
and avoided that spinning car.
That was impressive. That was pretty nice, I have to admit. So yeah, Tim Keene is all the way back
let's watch
up
this
to.
from his perspective.
Oh yeah, okay.
So
Yeah, he's good there. And just
Ackley starts to go, and he's like, "Well, let's just go to the right." Just has to traverse the grass to get past him. And as I said,
wow.
well, physics would indicate, the car's spun from the rear. It's always going to go to the right. 9 times out of 10, it will. But
it took it long enough to go to the right that he made it through.
Yeah, it's very true. And he just kept the foot planted. He's like, well, we send it. If we make it through, we make it through. So it worked out for him in the end.
Don't look now, but Groob is taking the lead in GTD.
He has indeed.
I mean, he hadn't pitted yet, but he's taking the lead.
But, I mean, he's looking pretty slick out there in that Castrol livery.
He is. You're on a roll tonight.
Thank you. Like a barrel roll or just a roll?
They roll out the barrel. Oh, no, that's different.
Maybe a little ham sandwich action or something, Nice Kaiser roll for myself. We're getting away for ourselves.
Yes.
Roughly the halfway point of the race.
We already got criticized for that last night.
I think people need to learn to have fun, Jim. That's my call to action. Have fun or come and sit in the booth with us. That's what I offer to you. 28 minutes into this race now, 32 minutes left to go. Navy Thompson leads the way by a fair mile over Carlos Ruiz. Carlos into pit lane now.
Yeah, so, Dumont just pitted, so you got second of the main, sorry. Yeah. GTP pit stops. Of course, Keane, Culloden, and Santiago pitted on lap 1 and lap 5. So they're, as Lewis is also in. So Thompson's now got an extra lap. He'll make it to the halfway point of the race as Ruiz gets into the pit box. Is it wrong that every time I hear the name Aaron Lewis, I think of the singer?
It does sound like a singer's name, Jim.
No, it is a singer.
I will agree with you.
Aaron Lewis, very famous singer. You remember the band Stained?
No.
Oh. Well, they were very famous in like the early 2000s, and they had huge hits, and he was the lead singer. And then he left that band and ended up being kind of he's a country singer now, but he's kind of like rebel, renegade country, like he's not mainstream, doesn't fit into the country mold, but.
Yeah, not gonna lie, Jim. Aaron Lewis sounds like a country singer's name.
Well, I mean, he is now, but he was Stained was actually, you need to look them up. They had a couple of really good songs. Some pretty big rock hits back in the 2000.
What would have been their biggest hit, Jim?
Of course you're gonna do that to me, aren't you?
Oh yes, of course.
Can't remember the name of it. It was again, though I'm telling you a song that was popular when you were 2. So
that's fine. I've listened to music at that point in time.
Well, no, of course.
I've listened to music that's older than me.
Let me look it up. I can't remember the name of it, but no, it was a great song. They were a really good band.
Well, there's a good battle starting to form now between John Esparta and Daniel Nance. Tim Keane is back in pit lane for his first proper pit stop at this race. Let's see how far he actually drops, Jim, and where he ends up in the field compared to those GTPs that he caught previously. I would argue this stop should only be roughly 20-odd seconds because he took some extra fuel earlier on.
Right.
Leading Alex Velasco and Sean Green there in pit lane as well. Be honest, Jim, Alex Velasco sounds like an American soccer player's name.
It does.
Yeah.
So check Chase Eisenberg's livery and see if it corrected itself.
No, it's still the Sun Energy car.
All right, now
And my trading paints has updated.
now you got me wanting to hear. I'm gonna go. Let me see who I can ride on board. Let's go. Find somebody to ride on board here. We'll ride on board with Bootsy. That way, it's not as obvious when you refresh.
That's very true. Oh, look at that. Best paint in the field, loaded first. That's how you know, Jim. That's how you know.
That means it's a small file. I hate to hear that about your paints.
No, yeah, no, that one was, because there wasn't that much on it.
Oh, yeah, I made a funny.
The bit that took me the longest was the stars, Jim, if I'm honest with you, so...
No, I know you told me the story of the stars, not getting them to line up. All right, let's go see now. Let's go see Eisenberg after mine reloaded.
Now, if he has neither of the paints, well, he has the original paint he had on. So I got no idea then, Jim, if I'm honest, why that's happened. Mine is updated, yours is updated, and we both have different paints on his car. Whack.
Yeah, that's strange.
Very, very strange. Avery Hart, though, on the comeback train, is now in behind Alex Velasco. He pitted back on lap 12, so he took an earlier stop. He'll need another one to get home. Did not make it to the halfway point of the race.
Well, one thing I'd like to point out here is Eisenberg and Velasco were running together. That was the battle we were watching earlier when we realized the paints didn't match. And after the pit stops, now Eisenberg is over 6 seconds ahead of Velasco.
Yeah, but Eisenberg hasn't pit.
Oh. Well, there you go.
So Velasco is about to be...
Yeah, he is.
Probably 30 seconds ahead of Eisenberg by the time they traverse through pit lane.
As
Patrick Rich is in pit lane as well.
Yep. So Group
has not pitted
still
yet.
has not pitted, and neither has Mike Nitty Jr., and they are running 1-2. Although 8 seconds, almost 9 seconds apart. So where is the first car who is pitted? That's Patrick Rich. And he is 39. He's about 40.
Well, he's about 4.5 seconds. He's about 4.5 seconds ahead of Alex Velasco.
Yeah, he's about...
In fact, he's actually just got off the road.
Uh-oh.
Patrick Rich out of pit lane and into the grass up at turn 3-4. A horrible moment for Patrick Rich. How in the hell has this happened out of pit lane?
Did he just gas it up there and...
Oh, yeah, he bumped the curb. Oh, and into the barrier too. That's going to be race done.
I wonder if he changed tires. Is that sure? Oh, by the way, Groob is in hitting.
Yeah, yes, Gruber is in. Nitty's in as well.
There's no R there, by the way. It's not Gruber. It's Groob.
No, Gruber. Not ER, Gruber. It's German. Gruber.
Oh. My coon-ass accent was... I was hearing R, like Earl.
Groob.
Yeah, Groob.
Groob. All.
Earl.
Well, Rich is back in pit lane. That is race over for him, unfortunately, for tonight. Jakob Gruber has come back out of pit lane in P11 on the road. P1 for the GTDs ahead of Mike Nitty. Avery Hart in P3, who, remember, was knocked off the road prior to the race start. He didn't even really get a chance to run at the front of the field. And, well, the question, the asterisk above his head is he pitted on lap 12. Can he make it to the end after pitting on lap 12 as he makes the move up the inside of Mike Nitty? If he can make it to the end, then he's battling for genuine position. If he can't, then all is for lost because he'll have to come back through pit lane to take some fuel to get this car home to the checkered flag.
Man, Patrick Rich, he was in a prime spot right there. He was about to be the leader of the race after everybody pitted. Well, you got a hornet's nest going on down there.
Oh yeah.
That group behind us.
A couple of cars all locked together.
Those three behind
These guys
them
and they really haven't separated too much in this race, Jim. I mean, yes, they spread out a little bit prior to the pit stop, but now they've got some gas on board and some fresh rubber. They're just able to push on and hang out together and have a good battle, but they got to be careful of the GTPs of Wig Santiago exiting pit lane, but also of the race leader, Navy Thompson, as he's trying to come through. Wig is off the road. Now, was that contact, or was that Wig just getting a little bit too scared and making an incident for himself and ending up off the road? Let's see here what happened.
I think he avoided.
No, yeah, he just went into the grass. Interesting selection.
Well, I think that he knew he was fixing to hit somebody if he didn't do that, because of the way.
Well, he saved other drivers' races and saved his own as well. So he played the smart game. It must be said. This battle, though, is really starting to heat up for us, Jim. We are having a grand old tout between these cars.
Yes.
And they're just trying to find any little advantage that they can as they run down towards turn 10A, 10B. Up the inside goes to Sean Green. And now off the back of Alex Velasco, you can see this battle really heating up. But the hope now for Velasco is these guys keep battling and he can just run away. Oh, be careful of the traffic.
That's Dumont, isn't it? Look, he can't even. Yeah, there he goes. Okay.
Fair play to Dumont.
Yeah.
He's actually been driving quite well tonight, very clean. He's off the pace a little bit.
He didn't send it there, and he could have.
He didn't send it, no.
By the way, the Stain song that their huge hit was, it's called "It's Been a While" was the name of the song. It was. Oh my God!
Is that the song that is? It's been a while. Is that the one?
Yeah.
See, I knew that. I only know that song for the meme of "It's Been a While." I did not know the band that sang the song.
Yeah, it's Stained. Listen, it's a good song.
I would argue, Jim, that they were a band in the early 2000s. I don't know if they were a big band of the early 2000s. When
they were big.
To the likes of Three Doors Down, Limp Bizkit, Korn, Linkin Park, Nickelback.
Well, I mean, that you're different genres. I mean, some of those, they were in that same genre with like Incubus and
I would argue, Jim,
Linkin
they're
Park,
in the same realm as Chevelle.
No, they were bigger than that, man. I'm telling you. Stain probably sold 20 million albums.
We can get the stats later. We can
figure out the Stain was big, man. Later. They were big. I mean, they weren't as big as Lincoln. They weren't big as Linkin Park, but they were, Yeah,
but I could then also make the argument, Jim, that Robbie Williams was big, but no one in the US knows who Robbie Williams is. He was big everywhere else other than the US.
Okay.
As that was John Swan who just gone off track. Yeah, that's what the movie Better Man was based on, Jim. Last year was based on Robbie Williams.
Yeah, I missed that.
So battles continue on though, as Mike Nitti continues to fight away here with Sean Green. Further up the road, well, actually not further up the road, right in behind them is Aaron Lewis and Carlos Ruiz, who are battling for position in the GTP class. This is the battle for the podium, P2 and P3. Tim Keane currently in P4, got about 30 seconds to these guys. What would really help him now is a safety car. And arguably, Jim, we said that they've got to get to roughly 250X for the safety car to be called. At this stage, it could happen.
It could.
With 20 minutes to go, I'm not sure the total amounts of X's we've had tonight, but it's been a lot. It has been a lot, and we may see one. Now, it can't be called in the last 12 minutes of the race, so we've got about 8 minutes to get to 250 to get us a safety car, which would really close up the field, which would put a lot of pressure on Navy Thompson because Tim Keane all of a sudden would only be a few seconds behind him, but also Aaron Lewis, who was hit off the track by Navy Thompson at the start of the race.
True. I don't... I mean, we don't know anything about Navy Thompson, but my guess is that if they were right on his tail, he wouldn't be horribly... Was that Edward Delano going up the hill there?
He had already lost his wing, so he had just pulled it up at that point. to get back to
he
pit.
lost his wings.
Yeah, I know. There's been a few moments here that's happened. So he was on the outside of Chase Eisenberg. Oh, and then Eisenberg has just doored him off the road, and both of them into the wall.
Every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings.
Let's watch this back on board with Eisenberg.
Eisenberg just
they come through the corner, inside line, hops the curb, and then just makes contact, and both of them into the wall. Very tough incident for both of them. John Swan as well also had an incident too. This was up at turn 6 on board that Corvette. Corvettes have been really hurting the drivers this season who have driven them. It's not been a fun time as the rear end goes round and into the wall goes John Swan.
That is definitely the characteristics of the Corvette.
So one thing we do know is next season, Jim, in the GT Challenge at least, we'll be getting technically 3 new cars. We'll be getting the BMW M4 Evo.
Yeah.
For the GT3 class, so that will be an automatic upgrade to the GT3.
Right.
We'll be getting the Ford Mustang GT4 car.
Yes.
And then as well as, Carlos Ruiz, Aaron Lewis are having to come into pit lane again.
Why?
So those GTPs might need 2 stops. This could actually help Tim Keane. Navy Thompson may be saving fuel to get this car home. Because Keane is pitted and he's now up to P2. We're also getting the Aston Martin GT3 car as well,
yes,
the Vantage.
Yeah,
so
that's true. Yeah,
we're going to have a fun time.
Yeah, it is. That's going to be good for it'll be good for all these series. You know, the updated BMW and the Vantage over here, and then like you said, with the addition of the Mustang as well in the GT Challenge. Yeah.
What I think would be interesting, Jim, and this is up to any league organisers out there, is if you wanted to run GT3 and GT4, you only run the manufacturers that are in both classes. So you only make available Porsche, Merc, McLaren, Ford, BMW, and Aston Martin for GT3 and GT4. And you run that. They're the only car types you run. So you have both, like they're the only manufacturers. There's no Fez, no Lambo, no Acura, none of that. Just the ones that have also got a GT4 car.
Look at this, 3 wide.
Oh, Tim Keane. Job done.
You don't
and
care.
Up now past Nans, and that was Jakob Gruber, the leader of the GTD class tonight, as Dumont is battling away with Dylan Ackley as well. So Keane is on the move.
Yeah, Dumont's had a nice little battle there with Ackley some. That's I would actually like to see David drop down and run LMP2 next season. I think he would be very competitive.
I think he'd go well.
Yeah, I think he'd go well. I think he'd be very competitive in that class.
I think it's a much easier car to drive than the GTP, and what he's showing us tonight is he can do long runs when he's comfortable. So I think if he ran the LMP2 for a full season, he could get comfortable and he could actually get relatively quick.
Well, that car's not near as treacherous to drive as the GTP car. Plus, it's not as complicated to drive either.
No, it's you rock up and you race. Like, there's not much more you do.
Right.
You're more or less learning the mechanics of how it handles with the ground effects, more so than downforce.
Yes. Yeah, I would like to see that because, if we're being real, he hasn't really been competitive in the GTP class. He's been out there. But he would, he would. I think he would give a good run in that class next year if he would move into that class. I think he'd be a good addition to that group.
So Avery Hart back in pit lane. We mentioned he pitted back on lap 12. So he was always going to have to come in for another stop in this race. Ruiz and Green are battling away here as Carlos Ruiz has caught up to the back of his brother and is now putting pressure on him and telling him, "Oi, let me go. I'm trying to stay on this podium and I'm running away from Aaron Lewis at the moment, who's 1.2 seconds Actually, is he 1.2 seconds or 1.4 seconds off? No, he's not. He's 20 odd seconds off, actually, because Ruiz did not take tyres. He only took fuel. Smart plan by Carlos there, Jim. He did well, didn't take tyres, took his fuel, and now he's gained 20 odd seconds over Aaron Lewis. That's probably won him a podium tonight.
Yeah, and to be honest, Culloden's approaching Aaron Lewis, and they've already both had incidents tonight, so they may end up starting to deal with each other and kind of lose pace moving forward as much as battling with each other.
Well, traffic has been a major factor here tonight. John Esparta's back in pit lane for the LMP2, so we would suspect the rest of the LMP2 field to come in as well. It has been a wild night on the road, Jim. It's been a wild season as well for the High Point Racing IMSA Championship. Of course, Tim Keane is our prospective champion of the GTP class. Dylan Ackley is our champion for the LMP2s. And Daniel Pino, who's not here tonight, is the champion for the GTDs as well. Speaking of GTDs, Trevor Thomas has just gone off the road further back in the field. An incident for him, rolling off the grass, tried to save it.
Oh!
And then just got it real loose.
Aaron Lewis
and off.
Aaron Lewis just ran off track up here. And Culloden got by him.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, he had a pretty wild off track there.
So let's watch this once again from the outside view. So the LMP2... it was contact with Daniel Nans. He actually hit him as he came through. So there was a bit more to play in that one. Yeah. Also, Mike Nitti also went off track as well, Jim. So it's starting to go off here in the final few moments.
It does seem like it, doesn't it? So here's Aaron Lewis's off track moment. He's out there leading. He's ahead of Culloden there at the time. And he just hung it out there a little wide. And I mean, he got it woed down and saved it, but it certainly cost him that spot in quite a few seconds.
Did indeed. And now Lewis and Culloden will battle away for P4 once again as they run down towards turn 1. Aaron is trying to find any way past he can, but it's going to be a tough slog to get this position over Kenneth Culloden. Oh, he's got a run though out of turn 2, 3. Couldn't quite find the track through turn 4. He's going to have to try and set this up, I think, for turn 6 possibly, Jim, if not turn 10.
Yeah, well, he's in a good spot. He's just got to get the right run on him here and just try to outbrake him. Yeah, I think probably 10 is where he's going to try to make his move, would be my guess.
Well, we know what happened last time he was at turn 10. He tried to go down the inside of Navy Thompson, and it ended in tears the last time he was up there going for a move for position. Let's watch this battle occur, though, between Lewis and Culloden down towards the braking zone. Lewis a little bit too far away. This time by, but Culloden with a big lock-up. Lewis comes through, contact's made, big cars off the road. Both of them off the road. It was a big moment as they get themselves sorted. It all initiated, I think, with Trevor Thomas possibly heading off the road down there at turn 10. It was. So Thomas gets into an off track. I think that spooked Culloden a little bit, thinking that he was going to be coming back onto the track. So off the road he went. That put off Culloden, held onto the throttle, and then straight into the side of Lewis for the second time in this race. Turn 10 has claimed Aaron Lewis. And it is a big, big moment in this one for those guys. A big moment indeed. GT3s continue to battle away. A massive moment down at turn 10 there, Jim, of Lewis and Culloden colliding together.
Wow.
And, well, that there, that just about sums up Aaron Lewis's night, doesn't it?
It does indeed, yeah. I'm trying to actually find where the incident started.
I'll show you. I'll show you exactly where it started, Jim. I showed it just before. So it started with Trevor Thomas having an off track, and it kind of just spooked Culloden a little bit into the brake zone. So we'll see here. So as he goes off the track, That's then spooked Culloden thinking, oh no, I've got to get this thing pulled up. Locks brake,
he did, yeah.
loses rear, keeps the foot into it, and as Lewis tries to come past him, there's nowhere Lewis can go. And that is the second car that Kenneth Culloden has now taken out by keeping the foot planted when in a spin here tonight. Yeah. And it's a real shame.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. And, like I said, going back to last night, same thing happened to him. So I'm sure he feels, bad about that.
He would indeed. He would, for sure.
Yeah, and I think he was trying to save it. I think he thought he could save it, obviously, and
well, unfortunately, I think the reality is, Jim, when the car's in a slide like that, you can't save it when it's a GTP.
Rear engine. It's certainly hard to do it when you still got your foot in the throttle.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're never going to do it like that.
If you lift, sometimes it may catch, but it's tough. I mean, those cars are tough once they get sideways. They lose all their aero at that point,
Oh yeah, the aero that they do have, of course, works best with its ground effects. But as the car goes to slide, that's when the ground effects are like, well, hello, we're going for a spin. We're going to go for a tipsy-turvy spin-a-rooney and see you facing the wrong way, and then they try and make it worse for you. So it's like, would he have been saved if he just planted his foot on the brakes? Probably. Would contact have still been made with Lewis? Quite possibly.
Yeah.
Yes. Would it have helped him, though, in avoiding the possibility of hitting him? Yes, it would have. If he didn't keep the foot planted in the throttle and put the foot on the brake, very likely would not have speared back across into Lewis's path. But we can't do much better now. That's racing.
No, and I'm going to give him, the benefit of the doubt of, in that split second, he thought he could save that. But
oh yeah, for sure. For sure, he thought he could.
Christian's given Bootsy all he wants here.
Yeah. He's trying to race for keeps. He wants this P3. Over to Sean Green. These guys have now gotten past Kenneth Culloden. His race is done and dusted, so he arguably hit two drivers on track tonight, and then now he's out of the race. So that's unfortunate there for Kenneth. He'll now drop to the back of the field. So to Sean Green, Christian Ruiz continue to battle away here for position. This is for P3. In the GTD field here tonight. It's our closest battle on track as well at this stage. We've tried to show off everybody that we can across the race tonight. Give everyone a little bit of TV time. Only non-starter was Braden Carlson. At the moment, Greg Stool is a non-finisher, as will be Kenneth Culloden. He will also be a non-finisher as well. John Swan laps down at the moment. Chase Eisenberg laps down, although I think he's actually also not going to finish this race either. He's not back out on track. Chris Coy's still running, as is Edward Delano, as is Donald Powell, as is Jared McKee. Everyone else is still on the lead lap of their class at this stage, as John Esparta's back in pit lane for the LMP2s.
So one thing I've noticed here, riding on board with Bootsy,
Ruiz back in pit lane.
Yeah, he just pitted, huh?
So if these GTD cars need to pit again, Jim, Avery Hart is going to be within the hunt for a podium. He is back. All of a sudden, his race is back on.
Right?
Because he pitted on lap 33.
Yeah, Mike Nitty too, though, huh? No.
Yeah.
No, Nitty pitted once.
He pitted on lap 25.
Oh, Patrick Rich, though, he's still...
Yeah.
Wow.
So Avery could be in for one hell of a race here tonight. Could see him finish up in around P2. It depends on how far those GTD cars can go. It is very, very tight on their fuel numbers. But remembering, he's got warm tires.
I'm confused by this, though. They went right up to the halfway point before they pitted.
I don't know.
We know Groob went. Groob pitted on lap 25.
It might be that it's projecting an extra lap because of the GTPs.
Maybe. I mean, Neve is flying.
It might be projecting an extra lap. So if it's projecting an extra lap, they might need a lap worth of fuel. Or possibly a bit more. So it is now starting to get pressure applied. David Dumont, speaking of pressure, is under pressure at the moment from Aaron Lewis. As he looks to let him go through turn 12. Look at that. Good job, David. Improvements in the final round for David Dumont.
Yes.
Round of applause to
Yes.
him.
I really would.
Fair
I really,
play.
really would love to see him come down into the LMP2 class and be competitive next season.
I would too. I think he
cool.
could be quite competitive.
Yeah, I
he
think
could be
it'd be
very
cool.
competitive. So hopefully we'll see him there, or if not, hopefully we'll see him find some pace in this car. That's
Right.
the
Yeah, that could happen too.
two options. So let's see. Does our race leader need a second pit stop?
I don't.
Everyone else in his class, barring David Dumont, has had to come back through pit lane. Will he need to? Will he need a second stop to get this car home, or is he fuel saved enough at the front of the field to get this car home? I would argue he would have, because he has a minute gap over Tim Keane.
Yes.
So,
Well, I have no doubt that the GTD leader will not have to pit again, because he pitted 3 laps later than everybody else. Well, most of them.
Mike Nitti pitted with him, though Mike is carrying damage at the moment.
Right. And Groob has got a nice lead. I mean, he doesn't have to hammer it here.
No, he doesn't.
He's got a 13-second lead, you know. Oh, Velasco getting by. Oh, well, sort of. Oh my gosh. Keep your foot in
both
it.
of them in tandem off the grass.
Oh my God. All right, I gotta go. I need to go back.
Baby, you're driving me crazy.
I gotta go.
Sean
back.
came across that then, and he's like, "Well, freebie," and he forgot to brake. He's like, "Oh no, the road."
Yeah, I need to go back.
Where am I
watch
going?
That whole thing. No, I need to go back further down, huh?
Edward Delano's also been off track. Up at turn 2, 3. He's going once again, but around he goes again.
Oh.
So a struggling night for Edward Delano after the highs of Bathurst yesterday. Did he empty out his cup of luck? Or is that Mustang starting to bite him possibly?
Yeah, I would argue that he might need to find another car besides that Mustang, because he clearly did very well in the GT4 BMW last night and has done better in that car all season. Maybe the Mustang is just not, it's got a lot of power. It's tail happy. Maybe that's just not the right car for him, you know?
Perhaps the BMW M4 GT3 car.
Yes, Evo.
Yeah.
Which will be coming out, well, by the time the next season comes around. Yeah.
Yep.
So that's
in the next few weeks, Jim will be getting it.
Yeah, I mean, he clearly, he obviously likes driving front engine cars because he's in the Mustang and the BMW. Is that's Aaron Lewis right there coming back on track.
Yeah, another off track for Aaron Lewis.
Yeah.
Has he just ended up track extending down there, or how's this happened to Aaron?
Oh, you got it. You got it. Okay. Well.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, just track extending. He went for the slide down the inside and just got it loose and preferred to go off track than to spin it. The rejoin was questionable, but
by the way, Stained sold over 15 million albums.
You claimed over 20, Jim, so I'm going to claim you're wrong that they were a big band.
You're right. 15 million albums is nothing.
Is that even worth a platinum record?
Yeah. Platinum's 2 million.
Oh well. If they sold 2 million of one, then they got a platinum.
Right. I mean, they only had 2 albums, I think. Maybe 3, I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, their one album was huge. The name of the album was Break the Cycle. That was the one that sold the majority. So, in reference to Aaron Lewis, going off track, you could say it's been a while since he's stayed on the asphalt. Oh, checkered flag. Let me get to the Navy.
Yep, let's get up to the front of the field once we're off replay and back on live. Navy Thompson has taken the race win.
You should have let me stay there.
He's taken the race win for the High Point Racing IMSA Championship, the final round of the season. Tim Keane is officially crowned the champion. Carlos Ruiz will finish on the podium as well. Dylan Ackley officially, once he crosses the line, will be the champion of the LMP2 class as well. And not even on track tonight, Daniel Pino El Drago is our champion for the GTDs. Jakob Gruber wins for the GTDs here tonight. Alex Velasco to Sean Green on the podium. We got so caught up, Jim, in that battling. The time just flew by in the last 10 minutes.
It did. To be honest, it was more of the off tracks and the craziness. Tonight was just kind of a wild, weird night. But I guess, everybody's out there just having fun, being silly.
Yeah,
and,
all for fun here tonight.
Yep. I do hope D.V. Thompson does come say hello to us. I want to get first I want to see what the name's all about, make sure it is Navy and not Navy or vice versa. And then I want to, find out what's the story. Where'd you come from? Why are you so fast? Those kind of things.
Yeah. So as the drivers will finish up their race here tonight, we'll get some results on your screen shortly as well. What this does mean is, Daniel Pino, who's currently live in the Pro GT3 team room, he is about to get interrupted, Jim, because I'm about to drag him in to officially crown him the champion.
You can do that?
I can't drag him in. I can't drag him from there. That's so rude because it's a locked channel.
Oh.
Damn.
Let's see.
I was going to sneak him in here.
Where's he at? He's in the...
He's in Pro GT3 team. I've got admin in here and it does not let me drag him.
Oh, okay. All right, let's see. We should
hopefully he comes for a chat to us. Hopefully he comes to chat to us post-race. As we said, it's now official after this race. Navy Thompson is the winner of the race, though, ahead of Tim Keane, Carlos Ruiz, Aaron Lewis, Dylan Ackley, Daniel Nans, Vic Santiago, David Dumont, Jonas Sparta for the top 9. Jakob Gruber wins it for the GTD class here this evening. Alex Velasco to Sean Green, Avery Hart, Mike Nitti Jr., Patrick Rich in behind them, Christian Ruiz, Jason Lepan, and Jared McKee for the top 18 cars on the road in the overall. Behind them are cars who struggled a little bit tonight, including Donald Powell, Christopher Coy, Edward Delano, Kenneth Culloden, Trevor Thomas, John Swan, Chase Eisenberg, Greg Stuhl, and then Braden Carlson never got started in this race here this evening. We're just awaiting some drivers to come and have a chat to us tonight, Jim.
Whether I'll tell you what, let's do this real quick. I just did the little magic number generator and have determined our winner for the Digital Race Engineer 1 year membership. And it was Edward Delano is the winner.
Congratulations to Edward Delano. He has won. How long's the subscription that he's won, Jim?
It's a 1 year subscription.
Well, there we go.
Yeah, it's the performance package. So and I'll get in touch with Edward and set him up and get all that done.
Congratulations to Edward Delano. Let's see how that might help him improve in future, Jim. That's good going. Sometimes the numbers decide, Jim, that it goes to someone who maybe could use the real benefits of the software. So that's really, really good to see.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of people in here that couldn't benefit from it in one way or another. It doesn't matter.
No, that's very true.
It doesn't matter how fast you are. Yeah,
that's true.
I mean, the fast guys just use it in somewhat of a bit of a different way. But something I haven't even mentioned about Digital Race Engineer while we're still waiting on people to pop into the interview room is they also have world-class analytics too. So, telemetry and all of that, and analyzing the telemetry and things like that, and comparing lap times and all that kind of stuff, that's all in there as well. I just haven't talked about that at all this year, because I'm so fascinated by the fact that you can control your car and everything with the voice. That to me is just like game changing, right? And I'm sure I mentioned at some point in time this year that that it has a tire estimation model that will tell you pretty accurately what your tire wear is. Stuff like that is just so cool and so different, but yeah, they have all of the telemetry and all of that type of stuff, that the information that you can use as well. Just go watch some videos on by the owner of the company. He does a much better job of explaining the process than me. All right, so now we got a couple of guys in there. Now we're good. So let's go ahead and pull some guys in and start doing some interviews here.
Let's have a quick chat to our race winner for. Actually, no, our race winner's not even in there. Why is Aaron in there? Aaron did not win. Sorry, Aaron.
No, Aaron did not win.
No, he did not. And Carlos is on the podium. Unfortunately, we don't talk to the podium finishers. So, in fact, we're actually going to be talking to our champions. We need Daniel Pino in there so we can chat to him as well. First of all, though, let's chat to our LMP2 champion in Dylan Ackley. Yep. Dylan, congratulations. Race win for you tonight. You walked into tonight as the provisional champion. There was no way you were ever going to get past after tonight's events, and now it has just solidified it. So congratulations, you are this season's LMP2 champion in dominant fashion, and you knock it off for the race win in the end. So congratulations.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Now, how was not only this race for you, but this whole season? Obviously, some difficulties occurring with some traffic, specifically in Indianapolis a little while ago, but then also tonight with the traffic management as well. How was it all for you in amongst this LMP2 field on the road to winning this championship this season?
Yeah, it was really good. I had no expectations for this season. This is my first time doing a league for iRacing. But I won the first round, and after that, I was pretty proud of my pace. I had a few races that were a little rough, but overall, I'm super happy with it. The last few races were a little rough for me, especially with the traffic, like you said. This race, I was a little hot-headed throughout the second stint, but I made it through in one piece. That's what matters.
First league, first championship, one and done. Surely it's time to retire now. 100% win rate.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah. Not many people can make that claim.
So my question is, are you going to stay in the LMP2 car for next season?
Ooh, I won't be partaking in next season just because it's the start of school semester. I'm in college, so I just want to make sure I have everything all set up with that. But I'm sure I'll hop back into league racing once the winter comes back around.
See Jim one and done. He's going to retire now.
Yep.
He's won
yeah. I'm happy with it. I'm done. No,
he's a
I'd
champion.
love to continue racing at some point, but
where do you go to college?
I live in Massachusetts, so I go to UMass Amherst for electrical engineering.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, congratulations. You had a great season, especially for your first one in a league. That was fantastic. We look forward to having you back in the future, and I'm sure you got somebody.
We hope, Dylan, just quickly, because we run with the cameras as well.
Yeah.
If you do race when you're at college,
yes.
Can you try and set it up one week that you're racing whilst there's a college party going on or something? Because that would be hilarious.
That'd be great. I might. I'll try my best. The
Dylan Ackley rave of Massachusetts.
I probably could get my son to do that. My son's got his sim rig in his college dorm under his bunk.
Let's go.
That's kind of sick.
Yeah, he does.
That's amazing.
We set him up. He's got it set right up under his bunk. He's got his bunk all the way at the top, and he's got his sim rig underneath it.
That's dope.
Oh,
hell yeah!
What a go! What a way to do it! But Dylan, congratulations! Fantastic effort this season. Looking forward to seeing how you go whenever you do return to the High Point Racing League. Let us know anyone you want to give a shout out to. For myself, Jim, and the rest of the league, congratulations on this championship and all your success this season.
Yeah, I really appreciate it, guys. Especially you two for commentating, putting this all together. I really appreciate it.
All right. Well, we enjoyed commentating on you, and definitely look forward to seeing you in the future.
Yeah, for sure.
No worries. Thank you, Dylan. Next up, we have our overall and GTP champion here tonight. It is, of course, Tim Keane, who came into this race in a very similar position as Dylan Ackley. didn't even need a race, Tim. You still were going to win. But you won the championship. You raced anyway. You finished P2 in the end on tonight's race and dominant as ever. And it means that we can end this season, actually. I've just remembered the stat, Jim. Porsche were the only manufacturer to win a race in GTP this season, which is wild to me. But Tim, you were a big part of making that a success.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Porsche was definitely the car to beat.
I mean, it was. And, you know, I'm pretty sure I've asked you this before, but is there going to be some changes for next season? Is there going to be a different car type, or are you going to be remaining Porsche strong?
I think I'm running into
Porsche. Season 3. Oh, big Porsche.
Yeah,
Porsche energy.
He ain't going anywhere. He likes that car.
That's true. Now, Tim, we saw you pitting at the end of, I think it was lap 1.
Yeah, I got deemed a passing the leader because he checked up the entire field. So yeah, that'll definitely be talked about. So
he did do that.
Yeah, that was dirty, and he's done it for 2 weeks in a row because if you remember, he did it at Indy. So yeah, it's not cool.
I would also argue as well him riding up around the safety car.
I don't get it, man. He's fast, but he's weird.
He also doesn't talk to us, so I think that's also the biggest crime of all.
Yes,
because now we can't hound him and ask him why did you do that.
Yeah, I don't get it. I mean, he did it last week at Indy, so it'll be reviewed, and I'm glad it'll be reviewed because
Well, you know how we fix it.
That was cheap.
How we
fix it for next season?
Standing
starts.
Yeah.
No. Not in these
Can you
cars.
imagine?
Jesus.
Look, man, we had crashes.
Oh my
just
gosh!
trying
Can
to
you
make,
imagine 45 cars lining up on Daytona in a
no.
standing start?
Well, you can't. They slide down the hill.
I've seen it before.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you just slide down the hill.
They would slide down the hill.
I've done it in supercars before. It's fine.
No.
Yeah,
no.
I think that.
I'm sure he's just goofing off. He's just obviously goofing off, you know. But
oh yeah, for sure.
You can't be, you know, if the championship was on the line and you got that black flag, that's a whole different animal. You know what I mean? Like, so.
Yeah, that's why.
But they're not going to stand for that.
And I mean, in all fairness, like I said, all love to him because he's fast. But considering the fact that he's not competed in any of the races besides the last 2 all season, so I don't think he should have been allowed to race in this one and dictate kind of a championship P2 between Carlos and Aaron. But that's above my say. So.
Right. Yep. That's a different pay grade.
Yeah, that's a different pay grade. But I mean, I'm happy for the season. I love HBR. It's a fun league to be a part of.
It is. It's good racing over here, man.
For sure.
This league is full of good racing, and it's only getting better. You know, you got the Monday night league now for the Super Formula cars, and you know.
Yeah, that's going pretty good for me at the moment.
Yeah,
I've had a few mistakes in the first 2 races, but still some I think podium in both of them so far.
Oh, nice. So. Okay. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, this league's full of some good series. You know, it's not very often that you see a league that's got 4 nights of, you know, slap full grids like this, you know. I mean,
yeah, and hence I think they're actually looking to make it 5 with NASCAR.
Yeah, that's what Carlos and I've been here since the very beginning in this league, you know, and we originally our first. He started his Sunday night GT3 thing, and it was going pretty good. It wasn't near where it has gotten to, and we started a NASCAR league, and it was an absolute disaster because neither one of us knew how to run a NASCAR league, and it was a hot mess. But yeah, so
I'm sure that was pretty rough to begin with.
But it'll be good to see him do a NASCAR league. I think that there's a lot of guys over here that will cross over. And it will also bring in new people to the league as well. So,
for sure, I think it'll be interesting, and it'll be fun for the people who do it.
Yep. Well, again, man, congratulations! You had a hell of a season. It's been fun watching you. Awesome paint scheme.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you to you guys for, talking about me and having interviews with me all season long. But next season, just make sure you don't give me commentator jinx when we go to Sebring, please. I would love to not have that happen again.
That's only going to happen now. We're always going to talk about Sebring.
Right.
That's okay. That's fine. Yeah, shout out to my dad for killing it with setups for me all season long. I mean, he's the man. He puts it together, and I get it done. So, and then shout out to my mom watching. So,
that's pretty cool that he does your setups for you. That's awesome.
Yeah, I love it. I mean,
so question.
I don't know what to do. So,
real quick about that question. So, how true to the real cars are the setups for the iRacing?
He's used one in real life before. If that says anything.
No, I know. But that's what I'm saying is it does it translate over the stuff that you do to a real car in IMSA? Is that the same stuff?
There's actually like a really big key to something that I do to the car now that they do in real life to change the car. This is make it do the exact same thing. So
really,
that's cool. Oh yeah, I mean, like I said, there's even been a time like back in the DPI era. Yeah, my dad's made a setup for a track in the game and pretty much tried it at the track and had it work out.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right, man. Congratulations again, buddy. We'll see you next season.
Awesome. I appreciate it, man.
All right,
you guys have a good one, and I'm sure I'll talk to you next season.
Yep. See you later.
Awesome. See ya.
All right. Well, we
might as well chat to Aaron and Carlos because they were the podium finishers for the championship.
Yeah, that's
and I believe Aaron has ended up P3 in the championship. Would that be correct?
Carlos should be 2 and Aaron should be 3, right?
Okay, so let's drag them both in at the same time.
Yeah, that's fine.
Might as well. We can confirm. Hello, Carlos and Aaron. Of course, podium finishers in the GTP class this season. Wanted to drag you both in at the same time because we needed to confirm. So, Carlos, you were P2 in the end in the championship, and then Aaron was P3.
Correct.
Now, the reason I wanted to drag you both in, obviously, Carlos, not only did you finish P2 in the championship, but you're also an admin of the series as well. And I just really wanted to put you on the sword at the moment, if I'm honest with you.
I know where this is going already.
You have had a helping hand from a driver who's raced 2 weeks in a row now and has caused the championship leader to get a black flag because he is backed up on the rolling start and has then also made contact with Aaron and arguably cost him a chance of getting P2 in the championship. How do you feel as an admin for that to happen?
It's kind of unfortunate. We definitely addressed it last week. He did the same thing in Indiana, and we spoke about it. He didn't know in regards to the rules because it's his first time, but definitely the FIA is going to report this to the other teammates because it's definitely uncalled for because it costs Aaron a possible P2 and the checkup. I was kind of stuck behind him at the moment. So definitely it's going to get reported and most likely he will lose the position.
Interesting. Well, I mean, it definitely, that kind of behavior can't go on. And he's up there just clowning, running through the safety car. And, I mean, that's just not a good look overall, obviously, but
100%. I agree.
And you certainly can't when you start affecting guys that are involved in any level of championship battle, whether it's for second place or for the win or whatever, it doesn't matter,
100%.
You can't come in and do that.
I wanted to mention as well, if the penalty will stand, let's say license points or drive through, it will be served the following season. It's not going to finish the season. So if it's going to be a time penalty, it's going to be addressed this season. But whatever incident, he's going to get as a drive-through or EOL or not qualifying or something, he'll have to serve it first round. All depends on the FIA team.
Right. Okay, cool. Good. And by the way, how do you pronounce his first name? Is it Navy or Nevy?
Navy.
Okay.
And that's his alt account. for some reason, but his real name is Kane Crawford.
Oh,
so yeah,
I
he
know
has
who he
two
is.
accounts. Yeah, he's pretty quick.
Yeah, well, what he's been around, and he's a high enough I-rated guy that he shouldn't be clowning like that.
Doing those kind of things.
Yep. He knows better.
Yep, he definitely knows better. We had definitely addressed
his
it
main
last week.
Account, and he like a 9,000 I-rated driver or something.
Something like that, yes.
Yeah, he should know better than that.
From what I was told, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll have a word with him. He has good intentions, obviously, with the league and stuff like that.
Right.
But
no, it'd be good to have him in here. It's going to be fun to have another fast guy like that in here. I have been. I've kept wanting to see him and Tim butt heads, and race each other hard, because they're both so fast. Yeah, I mean, that's cool. So that's good. Yeah, just straighten that situation out, and it'll be fun to have him for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Next season is stacked. GTP field is going to be a little bit bigger than this season, as well as LMP2. And we're going to have 2 divisions in the GT3. We're going to have Pro and Am.
Good.
But I'm definitely excited for the prototypes. We have a 15 and 15 for the prototypes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's going to be a larger field, so make it a little bit more interesting.
Right. Is there going to be any qualifications to get into the GTPs, or is it
as usual? Yeah, as usual, A licensed drivers, X amount of rating and safety in order to participate.
Yeah.
The only drivers that get into the GTP is if they ran prior seasons, like season 1 and season 2, and they want to keep racing GTP. They're allowed to, as they've already demonstrated they can.
Right.
For example, Lewis, Aaron, he's not an A class, but he's demonstrated he can hold his weight.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But yeah, there's requirements. A license, of course, with X amount of rating. For LMP2, B license and up. So of course, when you go into an official grid on iRacing, you don't get thrown in LMP2 off the rip and B license.
Right.
So definitely requirements. Everyone meets requirements at the moment. So it's definitely going to be an exciting season next season.
Yeah, that's good. All right, that's awesome. That's good. Some good breaking news there. And while we got you in here real quick, let's go ahead and share the schedule, and we'll have Hamish and you go over that. That's I just want to say from my personal perspective that I was hoping that you were going to put Mexico City on there since it's coming out.
It's crazy that everybody's like, oh, switch.
I know.
I personally like Mexico, but unfortunately, I already put out the schedule.
No, I know. I just
when
I didn't
expect
came
the
out,
update so soon.
I know that's going to be cool though. That'll be nice to have for a future season. But yeah.
Oh, 100%.
So yeah, I mean, I like what you've done with the schedule this time around. We're going a little more international, obviously, and not staying only in America and running the regular IMSA schedule. So that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And,
I do have to ask, where the hell is Montreal?
We were debating on that track. We were also debating on possibly putting Homestead in there. We haven't done Homestead as of yet. We were going to put a Road America, so we eliminated 2 to 3 tracks from this current schedule, season 2, and we swapped it out with Silverstone, Coda, and Le Mans. So kind of a new, American to, European schedule. I really wanted to throw in Mexico in there, but I didn't expect it to come out season 4. So that's kind of unfortunate, but we may have it for maybe a fun race season in between the schedule as we have breaks in between.
Yes.
So might throw it in there.
All right, man. Well, and Aaron, he's just been calmly sitting there, hadn't said anything.
I'm being respectful.
That's my rival right there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, bigger field next year doesn't mean he's going to get P2 again.
Well, Aaron,
I don't know.
To put you on the sword, Aaron. How much swearing was there when you were spun at turn 10? For twice, actually. You were done dirty twice this race.
Yeah. There was a couple F-bombs and I got 3 kids, so I've learned how to. I want to say f bombs more like fricks and darns and gosh golly and
really,
stuff like that.
Really, just PG-13 that up for us there.
Yes,
Aaron,
it was like that, and then I mean, it was a good race. It was battling, trying to get to Carlos. I did all the math beforehand, which is probably the most math I've done in a while about where I need to finish in comparison to him. And so battling up there was good, except for I just kept on making little mistakes here and there, and then getting hit twice, and still managing to finish pretty decently.
I do have to say, at least hopefully,
you know what really sucked was my tires were worn out. If only there was a way I could tell like how my tires were as I was driving.
Well, you know
like
there
there's
is
a certain application.
There is an app. There is an app out there.
Worn out my tires are.
Have you actually tried it yet?
That's a no. He is not.
Oh, yeah. Well, it does. It does a pretty good job of estimating. It's and it also it does something. I don't exactly know how to explain it, but one of the things that causes a delay in the telemetry with iRacing is something to do with, but if you get out of the car and get back in it real fast, it will reset and you'll get the telemetry immediately. It also does that. There's a control in there that when you pit, it pops you in and out of the car super fast so that it can have the live telemetry information as well. So, which I don't understand the whole details behind that. But it definitely has some great benefits in iRacing because of the way the tires work. But the tire estimator also is pretty accurate. It really is. At least it has been. Yep. It has been for me.
Yep.
So go try the free version.
I definitely want to point out. I definitely want to point out one thing that running into this season, of course, season 3 and the iRacing update, the prototypes are going to get a battery update. So that's going to be a big deal changer.
Yes.
And for tires, we're going to be seeing the Aston Martin coming up season 3. So you may see a lot of people running that car. And there's a few things in the works as well. We may have the GT4 Mustang.
Yep.
It's going to be called the Dark Horse Challenge.
Yep. And you got the Aston Martin. The Aston Martin Vantage is going to be available for
updated.
The GTD. The Vantage. The Aston Martin GT3 car is coming into the game, and the BMW is getting updated.
I did not know any of this.
Carlos, can I ask, if you're going to be running Dark Horse Challenge, are you going to be running aligned with the officials? Because they plan to run an official Dark Horse Challenge series.
Correct. We're going to be aligning with that schedule. But it's going to be just Mustangs. So all those all those guys that like Mustangs can be good.
Yeah, they because the iRacing officials, they're going similarly to the Ferrari Challenge. Correct. They're going to have a Dark Horse Challenge with the GT4s in the officials, and then obviously, because if you run alongside the officials, then drivers get a full week to practice before their race.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's the goal. We may implement the GT3 field as well. Possibly, it's still under the works.
GT3 Mustang.
Yes.
Mustang. Yes. So
get the supercar in there too. Three classes of Mustang. It'd be a good time.
It's gonna be good. It's still in the works. I'm just waiting for the season 4 to come out so we can throw it out there, and we got a lot of guys that are excited now for the GT4 Mustang. So
yes,
there's a lot of hype in there.
If anyone needs a paint for the GT4 Mustang, a certain person does make paints in this broadcast booth. You can send me a message and we'll get you priced up.
You don't need to. Talk about
paints.
Yeah, exactly. You don't need to talk about how good my paints are. I mean, we know that. I mean, no. So, all right, guys. Well, we're going to wrap this up. It's been this has been a great season, a lot of fun.
Been amazing.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you guys.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Thank you guys for the broadcasting and for all the efforts, all the sponsors that have chipped in and have demonstrated they want to be part of the league. And thank you guys again, and all the viewers.
Yeah, and also thanks to the members this season with coming up with a little entry fee to help cover all these expenses, and people are stepping up and realizing the benefit of being in a league like this and racing in these type of races, so
I agree.
I have to give you credit, dude. I've been around since the very beginning. I mean, literally, you had the Sunday night GT3 race, and we had about 15 cars in it.
Yeah,
and
the good old days.
It's come a long way, and I tell you what, you've done a heck of a job with this league, and I
appreciate it.
It's great to see. It's great to see how it's grown and how the quality of racing, carries across all the series. I mean, your new series, your Formula, Super Formula series.
That one's great. Really good. That one's really good, and I haven't done this alone, of course. I want to appreciate and thanks to my team. They've done a lot of work behind the scenes. They might not be on voice chats, but the FIA, all the admins, the endurance team, they have all put in work to get all these series out. So it's definitely been a roller coaster, and we've had a big field coming up Sundays, Mondays. So we're gonna get to all the series getting broadcasted by you guys. So that's the goal.
That'd be awesome. This is going to be I'm really excited for the Super Formula series, just because big
grid, big attendance too.
There's nobody running that. There's a ton of GT3 and F4 stuff out there, and whatever, but nobody's running those Super Formula cars. That's cool, man. I like that.
We have Formula One style, just to give you guys a little debrief on it. Formula style. We added a few extra teams like Jaguar, Lotus, extra teams like that to get the field a little bit bigger.
Right.
But season 2,
are you doing 3-stage qualifying with a half-an-hour session?
No, we're doing kind of like GT3 style. We may change it up for season 2. Season 2, we're gonna cap it to 11 teams, of course. So keep it Formula One style with 11 real F1 teams,
right?
And kind of basing it off like a real schedule. It's definitely good attendance. Everybody shows up, which is surprisingly, you get those people that sign up and never show up. No, it's definitely a competitive grid, and it's a lot of fun, I can say.
If you're going to do the Australian GP, only take it to Phillip Island or the Bend. Do not take it to Bathurst. It'll be death.
Yeah, it would be death.
No, we're going to keep it as realistic as possible to the F1 schedule. Of course, not all the tracks are implemented, but we're going to get as close to it.
Well, for the Australian one, definitely use Phillip Island, probably.
Phillip Island or the Bend. Yeah. I think the Bend would be great because it is FIA graded. Yeah, it is a grade 1 circuit, so you could run Formula One there. So, or maybe until Adelaide comes and you could run Adelaide instead, since it actually run the Australian Grand Prix. So,
that's definitely ideas. Already have the schedule, for season 2. We're on break week, so we have a little bit different style. We have team principals and trades happening throughout the season, so it's a little different than your just grid and go show up and race. It's it's a little bit more fun than expected. Negotiations happening throughout the season.
When we go to broadcast, then we need to have like a first look, or what do they call it? The
grid, the phases of the grid.
That's something else I'm working on. I got that may be a surprise you see sooner than you think. But
I'm excited for that.
No, like like the F1 warm up that we all watch on YouTube.
Yeah,
we need to do a Super Formula warm up show, like 2 days before the race or something.
Yeah, like get into the season, you have practice, and then
we'll just talk about all the stuff that happened this week and why this team is what's going on with this team, and just turn it into kind of to play along with the team principal thing, do interviews with drivers or team principals, or have some expert come in and talk about this or that. That'd be kind of fun.
Definitely. Yeah, I have some ideas. That's more on the table once we get on the edge of mid-season.
Right.
We can sit down. I have a lot of plans for that series. It's definitely going to be fun, and
I know
some of the ideas you've thrown up already.
Your true love is Formula One racing too, so.
Yep. So
that should be fun.
Definitely passionate about it.
Well, congratulations on another good season.
Absolutely.
And we look forward to all the things to come in the future. We'll see you in a month or so, month and a half
or so.
like that. Yeah. All right, buddy.
Absolutely. Thanks you guys.
Yep. Thanks,
Thank you
Aaron.
so much. Congrats to both of you.
Yep.
On your performances. Best luck next season.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Well, that'll wrap up a tasty season for us, Jim. Hopefully next season with more of those prototypes on offer, we get a closer championship to the end. As good as it was for Tim Keen to dominate and for Porsche to dominate. Wonder how long we go until we get a different manufacturer winning a race next season.
Well, for the sake of, just for the sake of, drama, I would like to see some other manufacturer win just to have a different storyline. But more than anything, I would just like to see a few more, drivers show up that are, competitive. Just to give us more than 3 or 4 guys who can, be competitive and, get to where, 3/4 of the GTP field is within a second of each other or something like that. That'd be a lot of fun. Great. But I like the fact that they're trying to grow the LMP2s. I hope that that enough people show interest in that. That seems to be kind of the forgotten class in endurance racing in general. Everybody focuses on the GT3s or the GTPs, and nobody really talks about the LMP cars as much. It's a great class to run in, and I hope it really gets the love it deserves, and the guys turn out to run those cars.
I hope so too. And I hope that we continue to run forward into next season with just as good racing as we saw this season and just as many storylines that we can tell along the way as well. A massive shout out, of course, though, Jim, tonight we have to give to our stream sponsors, of course, DRE Digital Race Engineer and Track Cams as well. They help us get us on your screens and looking as good as ever as well every single week. There's still some racing to come from High Point Racing. There's still 2 rounds left of the GT Challenge on the Wednesday nights. Coming up this weekend, as I mentioned earlier, Eye2Eye returns to the channel with Echo Park Speedway coming your way out of Atlanta for the next round of the Xfinity Championship. Myself, Jim, and Ewan O'Leary in the booth for that one. I've been Hamish Runner alongside Jim Cunningham once again. If you're joining us for the first time, you've been here for a little while, hit that subscribe button, the like and the bell icon too, so you're notified whenever we go racing here on the channel. We'll see you guys next time, though, for more action out of iRacing and out of the sim racing world. But until then, thank you so much for joining us here this evening. Stay safe, drive hard, and as always, bye for now.